Hello, class. I hope you're all doing well today. Since we have started the topic of culture, I decided that it would be a good time to introduce a bit of culture from Guatemala. And Guatemalans have this holiday called Dia de los Santos, also known as Dia de los Difuntos. Difuntos mean dead, and dia means day. So, what do you think this holiday means in English? If you guess Day of the Dead, then you are right. So, we're going to see how the Guatemalans celebrate the Day of the Dead. Okay, so you already guessed what it is. So, it's a day to celebrate loved ones that have passed away. And it's celebrated on November 1st and also the 2nd. Usually, November 1st is the day of saints, like Dia de los Santos, and it's to celebrate like the Catholic saints. And then November 2nd is for all saints, so all people, so anyone who has passed away. But the holidays usually start November 1st with that holiday, with that first one, day of the saints. So, what do the Guatemalan people do? Well, just like a lot of cultures, they bring flowers to the tombs, also called panteones, right? In Guatemala or in Spanish. They also paint them, just kind of revamp them, make them look new, rewrite the names, maybe not rewrite them, but, you know, make them look new again. And they bring candles and many decorations. And they also, some create little altars where they offer prayers. And that's more of a Catholic influence. There are also people who bring music, like marimba, which is a very Guatemalan traditional music made by the marimba instrument. And it sounds like this. Let's see if you can hear it. Really lively, just straight up instrument. I'm gonna post a photo of what the instrument looks like. It's usually played by a couple of people. And you'll probably hear this kind of music playing in a lot of events. It doesn't have to be this one specifically, but this is very traditional music. And I think I will leave that music playing in the background, just so there are no awkward silences. Okay, so they bring music and they sing in honor of their loved ones. So it's really a very family-oriented event. It's not very sad. It's a very happy kind of day where they remember and they just celebrate life, and it's really good vibes that day. In some parts of the country, they make these huge kites as well to celebrate their dead loved ones, and other parts they do horse racing. But in all of Guatemala, they have this special food called fiambre, which they eat on this day, and we will see all of this coming up. Okay, barriletes gigantes. So barrilete is kite. So barriletes is kites, and gigantes is giant. So giant kites. So this event usually takes place in Santiago y Supango, Zacatepeques, and the people there make these really amazing, huge kites. And there are a lot of different reasons why they do it. A lot of them think that this is a way to kind of connect with with the spirits of their dead loved ones, and others say that this is a way to kind of scare away bad spirits from the cemeteries where their loved ones are resting. And so it just A lot of them also tied like notes to the kites, to the tails, or to the kites themselves, so it can reach the spirits and they can communicate in that way. As you can see, they are huge. They kind of become bigger, it looks like. And a lot of these massive ones, they don't fly. But they do make some that fly, as you will see next. And they are all very colorful, very lively. And here you can see some of them are shaped like a peacock. Different shapes. Here's the quetzal, is the country's national bird. And here are some up in the air. They're obviously smaller, but they are flying. And it's a really nice event to look at. And the next one is Carrera de las Ánimas. And these carreras, or races, happen in Cuchumatán, Huehuetenango. And the horse riders, jinetes in Spanish, they defy death by racing the horses with the horses, not with the horses, on the horses, and while they're drunk. And before the races, they participate in a Mayan ceremony where they drink these I'm sorry, it's I guess like wine. I can't think of the word right now, I'm sorry. And so they become very drunk, and this is what they do. And some of them even offer sacrifices with chickens before the races. And so it has a lot of Mayan traditions into it. And all of the people in this part of the country, they wear their traditional clothes this day. And you can see in this video, you're probably not going to be able to hear the audio, but I can link the video. Okay, let's see if we can ads. And so that says this activity is kind of an offering to their dead loved ones. And here they are. Look at them. So they just go. They just race back and forth. It's about 800 meters back and forth. And this is just one thing that they do in the country. And finally, fiambre. This is a very typical food to eat on this day. And it's made, it doesn't really have a specific recipe. It can have up to 50 ingredients. And it's pretty much a lot of pickled things and cold meat, things that you can eat without needing to heat it up, because they kind of hang out in the cemeteries or the events that they are kind of an all day thing, and they just kind of carry this. And it really, the only two different things that there can be is like the color, depending on the remolacha or cabbage that they use, either red or white. But here it is. And a lot of people leave some of this food in the cemeteries for their loved ones to enjoy as well. Okay, so now we are here. And this is just a little bit of review and your homework about what we just went over, celebrating the dead in Guatemala. So there's just a few questions. And the first two, I just kind of want to know, especially for number two, like what you really think. So if you can just be honest in this part and, tell me what traditions you like to do or your family does. I'm really interested. And then finally is just a little bit of grammar. And This will be up on the website and you'll submit it at in the same spot. Okay guys, well, hope you guys learned something, and don't be shy. You can get on Google and learn more about what else, or learn deeply about what Guatemalans do in that day, and maybe what other countries do and what they have in common and whatnot. So thank you, and you guys have a wonderful day. Bye bye.